And next, there will be a presentation from the team Polarity with the title Proposal to Amend the Polar Code for Enhanced Navigational Safety in Polar Regions. Please welcome them with a big round of applause. And we are going to watch the introduction video first.
7 years since the Polar Code was adopted, yet the Arctic route has become the new frontier.
In polar navigation, a moment of silence is a crisis. Iceberg ship and the sea lane are never the same.
As we move toward net zero, new fuels are taking the stage. Yet in the Polar Code, their ability to maintain stability is far from assured. Amending the Polar Code is a necessity. We are Polarity, shaping Arctic safety.
Hello, we are Polarity team. Our topic is not particularly complex, so I hope it will be opportunity for us to reflect on the meaning behind it together. I would appreciate your kind attention. Today, we will present our proposal to amend the Polar Code for enhancing navigation safety in polar region. Here's the presentation outline. Due to climate change, commercial navigation in Arctic is being actively discussed. However, the Polar Code was established in 2017. It did not consider the Arctic as a commercial route, and it did not reflect the changing climate and environment factor and alternative fuel technologies. The Polar Code sets international standards for navigation safety and environmental protection to ensure sustainable maritime environment. However, to achieve the core objectives, the Polar Code amendments are necessary. We aim to amend the Polar Code in two areas: AI data and fuel system. Through the AI data, we can track the real-time position of the vessel and select the safe route based on this information. While the existing regulation, the vessel must be capable of receiving up-to-date ice information. The actual risk in polar environment arises not from the stationary ice, but from the drift ice. Drift ice can pose a fatal threat, as seen in Titanic incident. We propose the integrating AI data, ice condition, concentration, and drift data with AI data standardization. The second amendment is integrating AI data with the SAR system. Currently, the Polar Code only states the ship should exercise extra caution when deviating from their planned route. However, in polar region, especially those characterized by ice-covered water, extreme cold, limited daylight, and unpredictable weather pattern, the risk significantly increases during emergency. Therefore, we propose integrating ACE data with SI system for real-time vessel position tracking, distress signal transmission, and effective coordination of risk operation. Now, let's explain why we propose the integrating AI with ice data and SAR system. AI track the vessel position and provide the navigation information. In polar region, condition can change rapidly. By integrating AI data with ice information, we can monitor ice in real time and avoid hovers down, select the safest route. And integrating AI data with SAR system enable position tracking and distress signal transmission, improving instant operation during emergency. In other words, utilizing AI data is the first step in ensuring the navigational safety. Now, let me hand over the microphone to the next speaker.
And next, I'll move on to the new guidance on low flash point and the cryogenic fuels, which the increasing number of non-ice-breaking ships entering the Arctic route, updated standard for fuels system management are essential to ensure safe operation in polar waters. The current polar code assumes vessels that can withstand minus 30 degrees Celsius, focusing mainly on ice-strengthened and ice-breaking ships. However, as Arctic sea ice continues to retreat, it is expected that commercial merchant vessels will increasingly operate along the Arctic route. Therefore, new standard for fuel storage systems should be established to ensure safe operation in future polar navigation. So, to address this limitation, we propose to introduce additional guidance to Chapter 6 of the Polar Code. This guidance applies to ships using low flash point or cryogenic fuels. It is recommended that their fuel storage and supply systems be designed to cope with extremely low temperatures and the potential risk of the fuel leakage in the polar waters. Under this new guidance, first, fuel tanks and supply lines should be fitted with a double wall or double installation structures. Second, a thermal management system should be installed to prevent freezing. And finally, to maintain consistency in both design and operation, reference should be made to the relevant provision of the IGF code. These measures will collectively strengthen the reliability and safety of fuel system in polar conditions. To implementation of this new guidance will strengthen preparedness for the wider adoption of alternative fuels under IMO's Net Zero strategy. Ensure fuel system integrity for ships not originally designed for extreme cold, and build a bridge between the IGF code and the Polar Code, aligning their design and operational standards. This represents a proactive steps forward and ensuring safe and sustainable maritime operation in the polar regions. Through the amendment of the Polar Code, we aim to enhance navigational safety in the polar waters, making it not an option but a necessary change for the future of Arctic navigation. By integrating AIS-based SAR systems and promoting the standardization of the fuel and data, we enhance international cooperation and build a sustainable maritime safety system. This proposal not only prepared us for the future increase in the Arctic operation, but also aligns with the IMO's long-term visions for the safe and sustainability navigation in the polar regions. So, this change is not a choice to open new routes. It is a necessary journey to protect the fragile beauty of Arctic we all share. Thank you for your attention, and we were Polarity.
Thank you very much, Team Polarity. And we will have 5 minutes for the Q&A. Yes, please.
Thank you for the presentation for some interesting subject. However, given that already meteorological information or navigation safety information are normally provided via maritime safety information system, such as NAVTEX or EGC receivers, why do you think that the up-to-date ice-related information should be provided via AIS, whose main purpose is ship identification, not for the information? So is it possible to installing AIS equipment on iceberg? Is it possible? Thank you.
Can we go back to the slide, please? 발표 자료 한 번만 다시 띄워주실 수 있을까요?
Thank you for your question. So, I integrate ACE data with the drift IS codes. In ice condition, the ice drifted ice is the critical factor in the safety navigation, and we have the case study. In this appendix page, we have the consider of the drift data in Lear system. Example is the already simulated in the AI data with the drift data utilization. So I can answer to this example. Drift data and AI data can be integration with the utilization.
Sorry, I'm not quite clear, but because AIS equipment is installed ship by ship, so you need some update regarding the information for the ice status. In that, so is it a kind of broadcasting, not a ship by ship AIS equipment?
Yeah, the AI data is much more wider meanings, because when we use the AI data, we use the just other ships, the location or direction like things. So the drift ice is more considered like that, because it like the critical factor like to collision or like things. So drift data is considered like the AI data. So that means we have to consider all types of the like things. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for your interesting topics. I have key questions. Has the team considered how existing conventional ships, not originally designed for polar operation, could be retrofitted for the use of the low flashpoint fuels?
Oh, so sorry. Could you speak again, please? Yes.
Not designed for the polar operation ships, not existing ships. Can you consider the low flash fuels how to use in conventional ships?
So we yeah, the double as like I said, the double wall structure several as a primate isolation layers. Yeah, so I think we could say the two kind of things. The first of all, we can control it as in ship structures. So like, for example, like a double wall structure. So we could separate the fuels from the like a -degree Celsius. And the second one is we using like a heating system. So when it comes to the low flash point fuels or like a cryogenic fuels, it's really hard to control about their.
Thank you.
Yes.
We're out of time. Please forgive me for being strict to the time. Thank you very much, Team Polarity. Thank you.